Hello everybody, it's your boy HolyGamer. We're back at it with some more Revan Blue. We're going to start off with the deck tech here, and then we'll jump into some games. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to all the Spokane boys that are in Vegas right now. I wish you luck. Hope you're all doing well. I'm glad y'all made it there. We're going to start off on Karis here. 2 cost 2/4 Force Knight unit. When defeated, you may use the Force if you do, give a unit -2. Very good starting unit because it also can just generate the Force while attacking, and then like I can attack into something, generate the Force. If it's got 4 toughness, we can deal with it right off the rip. We've got Secretive Sage. 2 cost 2/2 shielded Force Fringe unit. A Force unit is so relevant to start off with. That's why we have 9 Force units to start off with, all relevant towards our leader. Because I can use this to hit into something, and then potentially, if it had 2 toughness, I can kill it off, replace the shield with an experience token, thanks to Revan. By the way, Revan is when a friendly unit attacks and defeats a unit, you may exhaust this leader. If you do, give an experience token to a friendly unit. Very good. Then we also have Nightsister Warrior. 2 cost 2/2 when defeated, draw a card. So it's just a 2/2 that replaces itself. 9 times out of 10, I like to start on this unit. That way, if they kill it off, I get a card back right away. And it's not really like I lost too much tempo. For the 3-drop slots, we have 3 Power of the Dark Side. An opponent chooses a unit they control and defeat that unit. It's just a good follow-up after these 2-drops. Then we also have Perilous Position as a 2 of. Perilous Position is insane because it costs 3. It gives -2/-2 and exhaust a unit, which, if you can tell, it goes really well with Secretive Sage and Karis specifically. Not the greatest with Nightsister Warrior, but I'll happily trade off a unit with my Nightsister Warrior. Not really gaining the experience token to keep it alive, but I can draw a card and remove something from play. Very good. We've got 4 Takedown. Takedown's really good. Defeat a unit with 5 or less HP remaining. With all of the attacking I'm doing into units, this is just a really good removal spell. 2 Felda Dragon for the late game. I try to hang on to this for later. Defeat a non-leader unit with 5 or less power remaining, or 5 or more power. It's very good. Sorry, I got hiccups, guys. And then we've got 3 Talzin's Assassin. Now, as you can see, a lot of our early game is a Force Knight unit. You'll see why in a minute. But 4 cost 4/4 when played. Use the Force. If you do, give a unit -3/-3. It's like a mini Anakin, mini Luke. It's very good. And then we've got 4 Chirrut. This is by far the best blue Sentinel. It's just so good if you're on the Force type decks. This card's cracked. It shines pretty good in this deck, but I think it shines the best in Avar Chris blue because your leader just gives you the Force. So you can play this, get the Force, and then they attack it, and then you just like nullify 2 damage. It's just so good. Then we've got 3 Shatterpoint, 4 cost Force event. Choose up to 1, and the Force trait on this is actually relevant for the decks that play stuff like anything that searches a Force card, because you can search out Shatterpoint. But choose 1, defeat a non-leader unit with 3 or less HP remaining. Use the 4, or you can choose a second mode, use the Force. If you do, just defeat a non-leader unit, so it turns into a 1 less cost Vanquish in all these Force decks. It's just super good. Then we've got 3 Darth Tyranus. Darth Tyranus is a 4 cost 4/3 shielded ambush if you have the Force. If not, it's just a 4 cost 4/3 shielded, which is super good anyways. But if you have the Force, you just get to pop into something that has 4 butt and then lose the shield and then replace it with Revan with an experience counter, that seems super good. We just had to include it. I've got 2 no glory only results in the deck. There is some play to play 3, but I wanted to make room for perilous position, so I'm only running 2. But 5 cost, take control of a non-leader unit and then defeat it. It's really good against stuff that gets Chewbacca pilot on it or the lurking TIE Phantom. So this card will become less relevant when those cards rotate out, but Chewbacca stays around as long as no glory stays around. But lurking TIE Phantom is going to rotate in a couple sets, so this might actually tank in stock value. We'll have to see. Then we've got old Daka. Now, this is one of the main reasons why I'm running so many small knight units, because it's a 5 cost 6/6. We see the power level of Poe, right? And how good that is. But the 5 cost 6/6 stat is just so good. For 5, I couldn't pass this card up anymore. When played, you may defeat a friendly knight unit not named Old Daka. So, Karis, Nightsister Warrior, Talzin's Assassin. And then I get to play them out immediately for free. So I get to use their when defeateds or when playeds when I defeat it and bring it back out. Super good, super good. Other 5-drop in the deck is Darth Malak here. This is supposed to pair with Revan. I think this card was designed for Revan just because he's his apprentice. 5 cost 4/7 Overwhelm if you control a Sith leader unit. So you do have to, like, in order to get full value out of this card, I got to flip Revan and then play Malak. And then he comes in ready. And having a 4/7 stat line means he's probably going to survive a little bit more than he would than what normal units would. And he's got Overwhelm. So the more we get to throw experience counters on him, the better he gets. We're running 1 Rival's Fall in the main. If you're playing any blue control deck whatsoever, I highly suggest you throw 1 Rival's Fall in your main deck and throw the other 1 or 2 in the sideboard. You don't need more than 1 in the main because it's usually only used for leaders, but I will use it on anything I need to. And then we've got 3 Anakin Skywalker. This card's pretty good. We only get half value in this deck with him, but it's usually enough with how much damage we're throwing around. When played, if you have a heroic and to get full value out of him, if you have a heroic and a villainous card in your discard pile, you get to give something -6, -6, or 2 different things -3, -3. We're really only using it to give the -3, -3 because we only have villainous cards. But still good enough as a 6-drop to play. We needed something as a 6-drop unit to play in this deck, and I was originally trying Vader out, the new Vader, but it just doesn't do enough without having ambush. So we replaced it with this Anakin, and this Anakin feels much better in the 6-drop slot than Vader did. For our 7-drop threats, we've got 2 Dooku. 7 cost 5/4 shielded. When played, you may defeat a unit with 4 or less HP remaining. Very relevant ability because of all the damage we're throwing out. Revan, if he's deployed, I can swing in with something and trade the shield off, make him a 6/5. Seems really good. We're running 2 super laser blasts, 8 cost event, defeat all units. This is like I'm in a very bad spot. I gotta delete the board. Usually when you play one of these with this type of deck, you can recover very easily from this. Especially if I do this and I have a bunch of small stuff in my hand. I can do this, play out my small stuff, recover pretty easy. Also, if I just happen to have one of these hanging out or one of these hanging around, Super Laser Blast can do extra stuff later. I prefer to just have this hanging around because then I get to draw a card and replace the Super Laser Blast. Seems also very good. We've got full top end here, or as the top end here, we've got 2 Snokes, Each enemy non-leader unit gets -2/-2. It's just a really good unit. 8 drop 6/6. It's hard to get into. You're going to have to play a removal spell on it. You could ECL Wrecker this and it would feel bad. But if we're on 8 and you have to ECL on 8, I'm probably already winning the game at that point. And then I'm also trying out 2 Darth Sidious because we are a force heavy deck. This is almost like a mini Superlaser Blast. Restore 2, 6/8 stats. When played, use the force. If you do, defeat each non-Sith unit with 3 or less HP remaining. So, as you can tell, a lot of our Sith units that will have 3 or less HP remaining can give us value. The ones that aren't Sith have a big enough butt to survive this board wipe. So it's almost like a one-sided board wipe. Like the only things that will get removed, given the best board state, is Nightsister Warrior and Secretive Sage. And those, I don't mind losing my Secretive Sage at that point. And Nightsister Warrior replaces itself. Old Daka's too big. Malak's a Sith. Anakin's got too big of a butt. Dooku's a Sith. This is a 4/4, so if it doesn't have any damage on it, it won't die. Tyranus is a Sith. Chirrut has a 5 butt, so if it doesn't have any damage on it when we do this, we get to kind of keep everything going on. For the sideboard, we've got, I believe it's 3 Confiscate. Confiscate's really good. Just it's a 1 cost, defeat an upgrade. It's more or less like these low cost things are more or less in here for force throw. So if I'm in a best of 3 matchup, force throw happens. I bring in a bunch of these small cost stuff. It doesn't hit me so hard. We've got Meeko, a 3 cost 3/3 restore 1 unit. If I see my opponents on a lot of events, it'll just tax their events essentially, and sometimes it can stop them from actually doing it. We've got 2 Fine Edition, a 0 cost event that also can be pitched to force throw, does no damage. They have to force throw themselves. Otherwise, I can just play it by playing a removal spell on something and then take one of their best upgrades in their discard pile. So like against specifically Kylo, the Anakin blue decks, things that play upgrades like Jedi Lightsaber, Fallen Lightsaber, the Constructed Lightsaber. I can even take Craving Power, which seems really good. So I just play this after I defeat something and put a Craving Power on something I have and just delete another unit. Seems like a lot of value. Then we've got 2 restocks. Restock is, I was at a win-a-box tournament recently in paper, and I ended up winning the round because I had a game on him already, but we both ran out of cards, and then time got called. Restock would stop that from happening, being able to put more units back into my library, and then I have more units to play into the game. Just really good, really good card. And then I'm running 1 more Rivals Fall in the sideboard just in case we need it for big dumb units. It's just another removal spell. Let's jump into some games and see how this rendition does. Alright, we've got Han ECL versus Revan Blue. I would love to keep this hand. Sidious and Takedown will be good, but also Talzin's Assassin kind of does the same thing, and I'd rather play to the board. Let's go ahead and play out Nightsister Warrior. Sure, I'll claim. Oh boy. I guess Snoke's gotta go. Let's go ahead and just smash him for 2, get the force while we can. That's wonderful. I'll play this out. Claim. It's not really playing anything off curve here, which is interesting. I'll get rid of Fell here. I'm going to jam into here. I'm going to jam into Sabine, I think. So then I can Talzin's Assassin elsewhere. Jam into Sabine. I can't really see what it's asking. Oh my gosh. Give an experience counter. Yes, I would love to. Then if you cheat something out and it has 3 or less but, I can Talzin's Assassin it away. Pass? Sure. This I can just straight up remove. Yes. Let's get rid of it. I will claim. And now I can do some fun things. Let's go ahead and attack old Daka into there. Yes. We'll give this -2. Do we have the counter to Han 2? Let's find out in this game. Play out Battlefield Marine. Yeah, that actually kind of stalls me out a bit. So what I can do is flip here. See what he does. I'll attack there. Yes. That if he chooses to attack into Revan, I'm A-okay. Sure. Let's attack you. Gain experience. Sure. It's no glory this, actually. Take 3 from their base. And make him discard pull. Wonderful. I'll pass. And I can still do the Daka shenanigans if I need to. Can also just Anakin this away now. So I'll get rid of that. Get rid of you. Attack you for 5. Claim. And now I can probably... Actually, Talzin's Assassin's pretty sick here. Let's get rid of Sidious. Let's go Talzin's Assassin. Yes, I would like to use the Force. I'll get rid of this 3-2. I would love to hit your base for 5. Hit your base for 5. I guess we can get rid of that and give an experience counter. That seems pretty good too. He's down to 1 card. 4 cause. I'll claim. We'll get rid of old Daka here. I'll just play old Daka, get rid of this one, play it back out, use the Force, get rid of this. That's fine too. Can I please send me your deck list? Possibly. And then pass. Let's ditch Malak. But we just kind of win here. Like ECL'd. That's pretty good. What are you getting rid of? And we'll just send 6 into base. And that's game. We got it against Han. We'll catch you in the next one. Alright, we've got Revan versus Count Dooku Yellow. No, I'll keep this. We'll pitch a Chirrut and Dooku, I think. Alright, we'll go ahead and play out this. Sure, I'll claim. No power, huh? I don't think Daka's gonna do it in this game. Here, I'm gonna just send the Nightsister here at the droid. I'll gain an experience token that way. If they want to send this into the sister, we get to draw a card and take out their unit. 2 into base, you say. Love to play out my Secretive Sage. Now they can play something else out, or they can take an ish, but it's gonna be fine. We get to take initiative here, and now we get to have some fun. You can drop an Anakin here. Alright, I'm going to play out Chirrut. Yes, I would like to use the Force. That way this only takes 1. Now I can send this into here. They'll trade, but I'll draw a card. That seems pretty good. Or I could just go 3 into base, actually. Yeah, let's just go 3 into base. 2 into base. I think I just need to be aggressive. Hyper aggressive. That's fine. All he got was a Kajimi Patrollers off of that. Not anything crazy. He could exploit something out pretty big here. But I have a Takedown. I've got a Tyranus. So he's going to use this ability. Exploiting in what, though? Patrol fighters. And that will return a 3 or less. What would you like to return? Sweet! I will claim. You reset the damage on my guy. That's pretty cool. You got it. I would love to use the Force. That dies. Now he can trade this off if he wants to. That's fine by me. Sure. I'll get rid of Karis here. Let's go ahead and just... I'll just take down. That's fine. Nothing for him to exploit. This is beautiful. I'll just go ahead and give this an experience token and then flip Revan. And I'll pass. Beautiful. Beautiful. Which one's better? No Glory or Fell? I guess No Glory will get around a lot more things. You just take initiative. Interesting. He played Overwhelming Barrage, but it does nothing? Huh. I'll just attack. That was weird. I'll play out you, and I'll play out you. I'll pass. Could probably drop Superlaser Blast at this point, but I'm not 100% sure that's what we want to do. He didn't even resource last turn. What is going on? I'll get rid of No Glory here. Sure. I'll send Dooku into one of the 1/1s, and I would love to give him an experience token. If he flips Dooku, sure, I can Rivals Fall that. But Dooku is a 5/9, and I don't have 9 damage in play anymore. I think I'm okay with this being in play for the turn. That's fine. I'll just play out Malak. Now I do have an answer to Dooku. And now he's just like dead on the next action. So we'll drop power. And we'll say GG. Alright. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We had a blast. We'll catch you guys in the next one. And make sure you go ahead and take some time to pray today, because God is great. He is everything. And we'll see you next time.